Okay, it's time to officially get started. I'm so excited for you. All right, so in previous videos, I talk a little bit about Tirazain. So that's the website that I'm getting this motif from. So please go back and watch that because it's incredible. The other video, I also talk about, what exactly is Tatreez in terms of the specific form of embroidery. So I won't cover all of that. All I want you to know is that since we're doing cross stitch, what you can now tell from this particular motif is it literally is just a collection of X's. So, and they happen to make this Moon of Bethlehem, this Moon of Bethlehem. So ultimately, all we're doing here in this type of embroidery is counting, okay? So you're gonna count each of these different X's and you're just gonna keep count of them and have this motif just ready and referenced nearby. And then after you figure out how to do that, you can do anything you want with Tatreez. So you can copy a pillow that you have at home or a thobe that you have. You can bring back life into some of the pieces that you may have in your house already just by counting the number of X's that you see on that piece. Now, to get started, obviously we need to think about how to make sure our thread does not come undone. So you can do a couple of things. You can simply knot the back of your thread, and the way that I would do that is I would just do 2 knots back to back on one end of your thread that's in the needle already. Or if you want it to be super clean, which is something that Palestinians are very proud of, having a clean back, then you would literally thread the pieces of fabric through existing stitches. So what I'll do is I'll show you both examples so that you can see. For this purpose, let's just get you started with a knot in the back, and then I'll show you how to do the handy dandy threading through different stitches that you've done. All right, so like I mentioned, you're just gonna count and then stitch. So let's start with this row on the bottom left corner. So there's 4 that are gonna go from right to left, all right? So you'll come and you'll just make sure that you start in a piece of the space that you have available that makes it possible for you to use the space appropriately. So I'm gonna find a spot kind of in this general area so that the whole thing can be seen in the middle of this hoop. All right, so you're going to go from the back, since you're knotting it since you're just going to knot your piece of thread, you're going to thread your first piece from the back. So you're going to find a hole and thread it through. Now, like I mentioned, we counted 4 X's, and the way that you want to do cross stitch, it's just the easiest way to do it is you're going to do one side all the way and then cross them on your way back. All right, so we did 4. So what that means is, you threaded through one hole, you're going to find the diagonal of that hole and you're going to go back through it. And so it's going to make a slant. All right, and you're going to do that 4 times going this way, and then you're going to exit back on your way back. All right, so we'll just get the next one right above it. So you're going to go across and then up and then across and then up. All right, see if I can do this so you can see. So we went back up, across, and again. All right, so now you've got 4 slants. Now you're going to make your way back so that you can X them out and make X's. So you'll go back up one more. And instead of going to the left, you're going to go to the right. And now you've made your first X, all right? And that's it. That's literally all of it, all right? So you're going to go back. You're going to finish this row. And the key is you're going to find rows to do and make sure you finish the row that you've set out to finish. So you don't want to do like the whole thing in slants because you might lose track, you might lose count, and it just gets complicated. So every time you do a row, you want to make sure that you exit back all the way till the beginning. So now you've finished your first row of X's. Now you're going to reference your pattern. And here you see you can either do one of 2 things. You can either go left and do this row, or you can go down and do this one. Let's do this one because I find it to be easier to keep track of if I do all of the ones that are going horizontal. All right, so that means that you ended here, so you want to go to the side 1. All right, So you're going to end up there, and now you're going to do the same thing, and you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and it makes you end up 1 to the left. All right. So we'll just keep going. Diagonal, and then up, diagonal, and up. And it gets there's a little bit of practice in just finding those holes. And then up, diagonal, 1 more up. And now you've done 4 slants already, so you're going to cross it back. Okay. And that's literally Tatreez. You're doing it. You are doing Tatreez. Okay, we got to the end of our row. Let's go back, and we see that there's 2 more rows right underneath it in the same way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just stitch up those 2 rows, and then you'll see that you've done, I guess, 1/8 of your motif once you finish this section.